Welcome back, everybody. Back in the garage another day. So my main purpose today is to try to get these headlights mounted up in those fenders. Now, going aftermarket HID setup, you know, you get online and it says it'll fit a vehicle. Being such an old vehicle, 72, things said it'll fit, but yeah, typically it'll fit, but it's not direct bolt-in. That's the problem I run into all the time with these old Datsuns. So I can't use the full assembly. This is obsolete. It won't work with those headlights. Basically, what I'm gonna have to do is use this outer ring to hold the headlight in the bucket. And to do that, I'm gonna have to drill the holes right here and then mount it with that. I have to make sure that the headlight buckets will clear with the headlights in the buckets. But I kind of thought of a setup. I can take those headlights, put them in there, and use this ring like so, and drill holes out and put some fasteners in there, and then use washers as I need to angle the headlight where it should be to shine in the appropriate spot. So that's the setup I'm gonna go with. The headlights do fit in the buckets nice and neat, but for now I'm just gonna get them mounted to where they're flush in the bucket, and then once the car's running on its own, powered on its own, and then I'll adjust it. But yeah, I knew it was too good to be true. I thought maybe that it would have the same mounts like a regular Datsun vehicle, but it doesn't. So that's what I'm up against. I'm gonna take these wheels off here and then finish mounting up this, and then put the headlight bucket on and see exactly where it's gonna be to make sure I don't drill holes in that and then not fit the buckets. So it's gonna be another tedious freaking task. I was just trying to pan through all this so the body is all good, it's together, and then I could focus on getting the car, all the electrical done, and try to work on the Mega Squirt, getting that loaded so that I could put all the parameters in and get a base map going. So still got quite a bit of work, and yeah, let's go ahead and start it. Alright, I got the bolts that I'm going to use for the headlight bucket. They're small diameter, so I don't have the exact length. I've got them marked. I'm going to cut them with the Dremel. That'll give me the proper length of the bolt that I need. And I'm going to use the vise right there, cut it with the Dremel. So I got the back of the headlight bucket right here mounted on. Got the headlight just resting in there, and then I got the actual headlight front bucket placed where it should be. And looks like interference isn't going to be an issue. I'm kind of leaving this on right now just to protect the lens, but it looks like it's not going to be an issue. I'll go ahead and go with the plan. I'm going to get that outer ring on there. Have that outer ring right there mounted in there to hold it in place, and then it should be good to go. I had the ring over with the headlight, placed it up nice and flush, and then I marked the dots where I need to drill my holes so the keeper ring will hold the headlight in place. Center. Success. I think they look pretty sweet. What do you guys think? Color. But the original color was an orange, and I think Datsun's are really sexy in orange, and he thinks so as well, so he's going to put this one back to orange. Alright guys, I got it all mounted up. I got the headlight buckets in, I got the halo lights in. Still got yet to wire them. I'm going to put the front lip on later. I'm going to put the grill and start working on the wiring and getting that done. And after that, I should have most of all the body work back together. I still got to get the back windshield put in. That hatch is not the original hatch. I have the hatch over here, in this area right over here. I got a new windowsill for it. I had to go to a junkyard to get the rear glass. A lot of problems with these Datsuns is you can't get the glass from vendors. You have to seek out used ones. So I was able to find one at a junkyard. But all in all, I'm very happy with the progress. Garage, another day. Gonna be working on the 240Z again. So today, what we got going on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mount the bottom lip onto the body. How do you like that? Man, that looks good. I don't know what you guys think, but that's pretty sexy right there. I love these old school Japanese Datsuns. Man, with that intercooler setup and that classic motor in there that's been modernized, I think that's a beautiful thing. So I just got it right there on the stools just to kind of see how it would look, and I think that's a really good look with the halo lights and the bottom lip on there. It looks good with those wheels on there. Once I get everything good on the car, I'm gonna lower the coilovers down just right on it to make it look really popping. Yeah, really nice car. I like it a lot. So that's what I got going on. I'm gonna also have to get the turn signals off of the original bottom lip and mount them on there as well. After I get the lenses in, then I'll have to do a little bit of soldering on the stock wiring harness to meet up to the aftermarket HID harness right here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have these ballasts tucked up nice and neat and mount it to the inside of the front fender right there, and then I have the stock harness meet up right there, and it'll tuck nice and neat, wrap around to the connectors right there. On this wiring harness right here, the original harness that was in the car, it was pretty pretty chopped up. It was really bad, not to my liking. So I ended up sorting out another wiring harness, and I took the whole protective, well, basically the electrical tape that wrapped the original harness, I took it completely off. I cleaned all the splice connector ends, and I went ahead and rewrapped it all, made it look really nice. But yeah, in the end, I think, you know, it's coming along pretty good. It's just little tedious things on the car, you know, take a lot of time. That's what's been killing me on this car, is little tedious things. So this is the bolts that come with the kit. It's a Zenon brand. It's a polyurethane front bumper, very durable. And that's pretty much what you look for when you want to buy a front lip kit. You don't want fiberglass, because you hit a curb, anything like that, it'll pretty much destroy it and you waste your money. And I like these Zenon kits. Previous Datsun I had one on there, and really nice. You know, I made a mistake a couple times and hit a curb and didn't even phase it, you know, just back out, you know, and nothing happens to it. So that's the reason I went with that one. The front little scoops right here, that'll add some extra cooling to your rotors. So I did a little bit of modification to the brakes, as you can see. So it's got the slotted and cross-drilled rotors with the 4x4 Toyota brake calipers, and some Russell, I believe the brand is. Yeah, Russell steel braided lines all the way around. And also upgraded, well, not upgraded, but I bought brand new brake master and clutch master cylinder. So, you know, I know what the engine's not like a Skyline engine or anything like that. It's just it's an L28ET turbo engine, and you know, it's got a bigger turbo on it, and I have an engine management, so be able to put some decent power, more power than ever came with on this vehicle. So brakes on the system, the stock brakes on the system's rated for, you know, the cars back in the day with the power that was provided. But now, since I upgraded the engine, you know, I went ahead and I upgraded the brakes. And, you know, since it's a tricked out car, I went ahead and got the coilovers, and it was fully adjustable. And I think he's gonna like it a lot. It's gonna be a fun car. I can't wait till it's done and I can drive it and check out my work. So I went ahead and got it on the car mocked up as best I could, and I went and made sure that they were flush on each end of the wheel well. And I went ahead and I made a mark on each end here, and that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to drill the holes on the end. I'm going to mount the ends, and then that way I can push it up flush in the front, and then I'll be able to mark my my holes in the front of the lip exactly where it needs to be. I'll drill my hose and then fasten it down right there, and that should give me a flush even mount all the way across from end to end. Okay, using the bolts right here to hold it in, I went ahead and I made my other markings right here so that I know that these are spot on. Then I could drill these out, mount those up, and then be able to get the rest of my my holes spot on, drilling them up and then mounting them permanently. Well, not permanently, but you know what I mean. And everything will be flush, everything will look good, and the quality of the work will be top notch.
Der Sky war
pretty good. Looks good. It's good quality stuff. It's a really good quality bumper. I mean, the molding's pretty good and everything mounts up. And typically on your cheaper ones, you'll have this uneven gap on the edge here. Notice these are flush. You notice it's pretty flush. So, not too bad. I think it's pretty good. Okay, so I got the turn signals out now. We got two mounting tabs on the back and lining them up. The hole isn't quite right on it. Looks like the molding is just a little bit longer than what the tabs are. So with the back tab flush all the way against the molding, that's where the front tab lines up. Same thing here, flush against the molding, that's where the front tab lines up. Not a bad deal with the tab being flush on the back. I could put an oversized washer and I'll be able to clamp down on it and get a solid mount on the front. So that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I got them mounted up. The bottom turn signals, the way they fit, I got them as best I could. There's a little bit of a gap right there, but you won't see it much once you put the bumper on. But I got this one better because I had to use a really big washer to fill up the gap right there. I'll probably later on go get me another big washer like that. I grabbed that one out of my bucket of bolts. Any hobbyist knows about bucket of bolts. It's all the random bolts you have, you know, from projects and stuff, but I think that will clear up this right here. And a lot of that's to do with the bottom lip on the headlight buckets. These, like if you watch my other episode, these are metal. They're rare to find the metal ones. They're mostly fiberglass that you find, and those are crap. I mean, they'll break on you. These, they'll last you the life of the vehicle. But it's pretty good. On this one right here, I just put a little washer on that edge because there's not much of a gap. But I don't have another big washer. I'm gonna get another big one and put it on there. But all in all, I think it's good. It looks great. Let me lower it down for you guys and let you see what it's gonna look like once you that looks pretty sick. Well, that's all I'm going to do on this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Thank you guys for watching what little bit of audience I do have. Spread the word, get it out there. I watch videos around on YouTube, and I like to try to get a better quality of videos than some of these guys that put out there. But yeah, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and comment what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next go around.